You ready? All right, today we are tracking bears. A bear, singular. Tracking for some gentlemen here, Black Shannon, Pennsylvania, and it is thick here. I mean, thick. And I brought my most seasoned dog because my youngsters don't seem to do so well in thick stuff. Not yet. I got Ripstick with me. Let it rip. And Rip is a savage. We've found hundreds of animals together. It's our 5th year tracking, and he is my go-to. We have to walk back in a mile just to get to the hit site, and from there, the track begins. Found you a little gift. Yeah. Good job, man. Oh, good boy, Rip.
Hey,
he's done.
Thank you very much.
Hey, very welcome.
Appreciate you coming out.
Very, very welcome. It's a privilege.
Wow. Yeah, you right here.
Congratulations.
That's a nice bear, man. That's a real nice bear. Good boy, Rip.
That's a sweet bear.
Good boy.
Good boy, man. Awesome. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, he's cold. Good job. Good boy. Good boy, Rippy. Good boy, Ripstick. That's my boy. Yeah, good boy. Good job.
He looked bigger when he was standing. He did.
Good boy. That's a good bear.
He's still pretty good size.
Good boy.
He's over
Good boy. That's my lad. This episode is brought to you by Federal Premium Ammo and Gunworks Rifles.
I shot at 6 o'clock and he got up here at probably 6:40, 6:30, 6:40. He's getting
There you go. All right, you're getting spoiled. He wants me to cut it up for him. Game laws are ever changing, so it's important to be up to date on the legalities around whatever game animal you're after. In this situation, we were tracking a bear that was shot in muzzleloader season, but we were tracking on a Sunday that you couldn't hunt. so we couldn't carry the weapon used to finish the animal if it was alive. We were allowed to carry for protection with a concealed carry permit, but in the instance that the bear would have been alive but not threatening to us, we would need to call the Game Commission so they could come put it down, or sometimes they'll grant permission for us to put the animal down ourselves. Clearly, this bear had been expired for a while, but we wanted to make sure we crossed our T's and dotted our I's.
I don't know, he looks pretty big from down here, John.
Does he?
You always gotta get the video of the tag going in, because there's all. You ever been on a Hunting Pennsylvania closed group?
He'd been good. I was resting against the tree. He was gone.
Now or never.
My gun,
There you go, buddy. You smell like bear meat. That was a fun track. Those guys are cool. We're going through this thick stuff. I'm just carrying Ripley. Help the little buddy out, he worked for it. What an awesome track. Those guys are cool. I love tracking bears. There's a lot of scent. There's a ton of scent. So typically it's pretty easy for the dog. The number one issue was going through the thick stuff, and Rip's very interested in bears. That's not the problem. It's getting through some of that thick crap that we were going through. But the bear, it wasn't that far of a track. The issue was they spread out and they looked for the bear last night, but they couldn't find him. Another problem is it's a Sunday, so we could not carry the muzzleloader with us. So we were hoping and praying it was dead, and it was. Thank goodness. Because not having a weapon to finish him off, I talked to my game commission buddy, try to always make sure everything's done legal. Shout out to Mike College, Officer Mike College. He helps me out with legalities if I ever have questions. And here's my buddy. And he informed me that no, we cannot carry the muzzleloader. And if we see him alive, we either call the Game Commission and get permission to put it down, or we call the Game Commission and they come put the animal down. I'm pretty sure that's the way I understood it. So I also didn't realize that you can pack bears out. I did that last year. Hopefully that'll be an episode on the channel. But shot a big bear out on public land, 2.5 miles in. And I thought, how am I gonna get this thing out of there? Apparently you can pack them out on your back, which I did. You just need the quarters and the head, which I took the whole hide to make a rug. But bear hunting in general is very interesting. I find that it helps to go to really rocky areas and find areas where there's like dens and different things like that. I don't think bears hibernate a ton in Pennsylvania, but I think there are times that it gets cold enough that they do. And I think that's why we get such big bears. Pennsylvania and North Carolina have the biggest body bears in the world. The biggest heads, I think, are out west, the biggest skulls. But I think part of it is because they eat all year long. They don't really have a huge hibernation period where they burn off a lot of that fat. So I believe that's probably why we have gigantic bears, not to mention the habitat to raise big bears out here. So awesome track, super stoked. First bear of the year. We've tracked bears before, Rip and I, and but this is a great notch on the belt for the year. You stoked, buddy? He's stoked. I'm his translator.
Peeling back the layers of the part I've been playing for you. Used to be so easy get queasy when things start going wrong. And in this life we all know that the starting is the hardest part. Do you believe me?
Yeah.
Or even see me as I fall apart?
Quick, guys, before I conclude the episode, I want to give you a link to an awesome resource. I'm going to put it right up here somewhere. But I did a podcast with Bo Martonic from East Meets West. And if you're in the East or even in the West, because he does Western hunting, he's an amazing resource. And we went over bear hunting, we went over tracking, we went over a lot of different things in this episode. So please head over, watch that video next. Make sure you like it, comment, and subscribe to Bo. He's doing big things. Big things.